Hello. As we journey through life, reaching 60 brings a unique opportunity for reflection and growth. If you're ready to embrace more peace, happiness, and wisdom, you've come to the right place. In today's video, I'll share 9 powerful lessons that will help you let go of what no longer serves you so you can live a more fulfilling life after 60. From nurturing emotional well-being to navigating life changes with grace, these practical tips focus on improving your mental health, relationships, and overall outlook. Trust me, you don't want to miss the last point. It just might be the most important change you can make for your happiness. So, if you're looking for life lessons that will truly change your perspective, stay tuned. And before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to Path of Wisdom for more videos that inspire growth, wisdom, and a happier life after 60. 1. Letting go of perfectionism. As we grow older, we often find ourselves striving for perfection in various aspects of our lives, whether it's our appearance, our homes, or even how we raise our children. The pressure to be perfect can be overwhelming, but the truth is, perfectionism is a heavy burden to carry, especially when it comes to our happiness. Let's take a moment to reflect. Have you ever spent hours preparing for a family gathering, worrying about every little detail? I recall an elderly gentleman named Mr. Thompson who had perfected the art of creating a picture-perfect environment for his family. He would stress over whether the table settings were immaculate or if the decorations were just right. In his pursuit of perfection, he often lost sight of what truly mattered. One holiday season, after a particularly exhausting day of preparations, Mr. Thompson sat down with his family. Instead of receiving praise for his flawless arrangements, he was greeted with laughter, warm conversations, and stories. It was in that moment that he realized his family didn't care about perfection. They valued the time they spent together. This simple yet profound revelation changed his outlook. He began to let go of the need for everything to be flawless, focusing instead on creating joyful moments with loved ones. In doing so, he discovered a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. Letting go of perfectionism doesn't mean you should stop striving for excellence. It means understanding that life is not about being perfect. It's about being real. Embrace the quirks and imperfections that make you unique. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Authenticity resonates more deeply with others than any curated image of perfection. When you free yourself from the shackles of perfectionism, you open the door to joy. You can appreciate the little things that bring happiness, like a sunset, a good book, or a hearty laugh with friends. This shift in perspective leads to improved mental health and emotional well-being. When you stop chasing perfection, life becomes more about the journey than the destination. Think about the unrealistic standards you've been holding on to. It's time to release those burdens. Celebrate the beauty in imperfection, and you'll discover a world filled with possibilities. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you'll inspire others to do the same. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go of perfectionism. Recognize that you are enough just as you are. Your worth isn't measured by achievements or appearances, but found in your kindness, wisdom, and the love you share with those around you. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven from our experiences, imperfections, and connections. When you let go of perfection, you make room for genuine relationships, joy, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. This is your time to shine. Embrace the richness of life and live fully in the present moment. 2. Quitting the need for approval. As we navigate our golden years, many of us realize how much we've relied on the approval of others. The desire to seek validation can be especially strong, often rooted in our upbringing and societal expectations. However, clinging to this need can hinder our personal growth and diminish our happiness. It's time to let go of that need for approval and embrace who we truly are. Imagine spending decades trying to please your children, friends, or colleagues, always wondering if your choices were good enough for them. I once knew an elderly man, Mr. Jenkins, who spent much of his life seeking approval from his family. He'd go out of his way to make decisions that he believed would earn their praise, even if it meant sacrificing his own happiness. One day, during a quiet conversation with his grandson, the young boy said, "Grandpa, we love you just the way you are." That simple statement hit him deeply. It made him realize that he didn't need anyone's approval to be happy. From that moment on, Mr. Jenkins chose to live authentically, free from the burden of seeking validation, and he discovered a new sense of peace in his life. Letting go of the need for approval allows you to embrace your individuality. It's about making choices based on your values, desires, and what brings you joy. This shift doesn't mean disregarding the opinions of those you love. Instead, it's about prioritizing your happiness and self-worth above all else. When you start living authentically, you'll attract genuine relationships that celebrate who you are. Moreover, freeing yourself from the need for validation can lead to improved mental health. You'll find that the pressure of constantly seeking approval can be a heavy burden. When you release that weight, you create space for self-acceptance and peace. Imagine waking up each day feeling empowered to make choices that reflect your true self without the fear of judgment. Consider this. What activities or interests have you set aside because you thought they wouldn't please others? It's time to revisit those passions. Whether it's painting, gardening, or pursuing a new hobby, allow yourself to indulge in what makes you happy. By doing so, you'll discover the joy of living life on your own terms. In letting go of the need for approval, you cultivate a stronger sense of self. You'll find that your relationships flourish when you are authentic. Others will appreciate your honesty and openness, creating deeper connections built on trust and understanding. So, embrace who you are. Recognize that your happiness comes from within, not from the approval of others. Letting go of this need is a powerful step toward a more fulfilling, meaningful life. When you truly accept and love yourself, you'll find that the world becomes a brighter place filled with endless possibilities. 3. Reducing stress over small things. As we grow older, it's easy to let the little annoyances of life build up and affect our mental well-being. From minor inconveniences to everyday frustrations, it's common to get bogged down by what doesn't truly matter. However, letting go of stress over small things can significantly enhance our emotional well-being and overall happiness. Think about your daily life. Are there small annoyances that often leave you feeling frustrated? I once knew an elderly man named Mr. Harris who would get upset over things like the noise from passing cars or a messy kitchen. These minor disruptions ate away at his peace, leaving him focused on negativity rather than the simple joys around him. One day, Mr. Harris realized that sweating the small stuff was draining his energy. He decided to shift his focus. Instead of letting small irritations bother him, he practiced mindfulness, appreciating the present moment. When something went wrong, he took a breath and reminded himself of the beauty in life, like his grandchildren's laughter or the warmth of the morning sun. This shift in perspective brought him newfound peace and contentment. Letting go of stress over small things means recognizing what truly matters. Ask yourself, will this matter a week, a month, or a year from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. This realization allows you to focus on what truly enhances your life, meaningful relationships, personal growth, and positive experiences. Moreover, reducing stress helps improve our physical health. Carrying the weight of daily irritations can lead to anxiety and fatigue. However, when we consciously decide to let go of those trivial matters, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. This freedom can lead to better mental health and allow us to enjoy life more fully. Consider implementing small changes in your routine to reduce stress. Start by practicing gratitude. Take a few moments each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. This simple act shifts your focus from what bothers you to what enriches your life. As you cultivate gratitude, those small annoyances will fade into the background. Additionally, embrace the power of laughter. Humor is a great stress reliever. Share a funny story with a friend or watch a lighthearted movie. Laughter connects us and reminds us not to take life too seriously. By learning to laugh at ourselves and the situations we face, we can let go of stress and enjoy life more. In letting go of stress over small things, you reclaim your peace of mind. Remember, life is too precious to waste on trivial annoyances. Focus on the bigger picture and the relationships that bring you joy. By doing so, you'll experience a richer, more fulfilling life, one filled with happiness and contentment. 4. Letting go of overcommitment. As we enter our later years, it's common to feel the urge to say yes to every request or invitation, whether it's volunteering, attending social events, or helping family and friends. Overcommitting can quickly become overwhelming. However, learning to say no and letting go of overcommitment is essential for maintaining our mental well-being and happiness. Think about your own life. Are you often stretched too thin, juggling too many responsibilities? I know a woman who, in her 60s, became the go-to person for every family event, school fundraiser, and community project. Initially, she enjoyed being helpful and involved, but over time, the pressure mounted. She found herself exhausted with little time for the activities she loved. It took a toll on her health and happiness. The turning point came when she realized that her constant commitments were taking away from her joy. After some reflection, she decided to start saying no. This didn't mean she stopped caring. It meant she prioritized her own well-being. By doing so, she regained control of her time and energy. She began to focus on the commitments that truly mattered to her, which brought her fulfillment and happiness. Letting go of overcommitment is about understanding your limits and recognizing that it's okay to decline requests. You don't need to feel guilty for wanting time for yourself. Prioritize your needs and make choices that align with your values. This approach not only benefits you, but also allows you to be more present and engaged in the commitments you do choose to take on. One way to practice this is by assessing your current commitments. Make a list of everything you're involved in and then evaluate which activities genuinely bring you joy and fulfillment. If something doesn't resonate with you, consider stepping back. This process can be liberating, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Additionally, when you do say no, be kind and honest. You can express your appreciation for the invitation while gently declining. This approach maintains your relationships without sacrificing your well-being. For instance, if a friend asks you to help with a project and you're already feeling stretched, let them know you're grateful for the opportunity but cannot commit this time. Embracing the power of no can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. You'll find that by letting go of overcommitment, you create space for self-care, relaxation, and activities that bring you joy. It's okay to prioritize yourself and your happiness. Ultimately, letting go of overcommitment is a gift you give to yourself. It opens the door to new experiences, deeper relationships, and personal growth. Remember, life is not a race, and you don't need to fill every moment with obligations. Choose wisely where to invest your time, and you'll find a greater sense of peace and fulfillment in your life. 5. Ending unhealthy habits. As we reach our 60s and beyond, the importance of health cannot be overstated. Letting go of unhealthy habits is a crucial step toward enjoying a longer, more fulfilling life. Our bodies have been through a lot, and it's essential to treat them with care. Making positive changes can significantly improve our physical and emotional well-being, allowing us to live our best lives in our later years. Let me share the story of a man named Tom. In his late 60s, Tom had been a smoker for most of his life. He enjoyed smoking during breaks at work and while relaxing at home. One day, his granddaughter asked him, "Grandpa, will you still be around to play with me when I'm older?" That question struck a chord with him. He realized his habit could affect the precious moments he wanted to share with her in the future. Motivated by her words, Tom decided it was time to quit smoking. He started gradually cutting back instead of going cold turkey. He replaced his smoking breaks with short walks or deep breathing exercises. Initially, it was challenging, but with each small victory, he strengthened his resolve. Over time, he noticed changes not just in his health, but also in his happiness. His energy levels increased, and he engaged more fully in activities with his granddaughter. Tom's story illustrates the profound impact of letting go of unhealthy habits. By prioritizing his health, he not only improved his well-being, but also enriched his relationships. As he invested in himself, he discovered a new joy in life, embracing opportunities to create lasting memories with loved ones. If you find yourself clinging to unhealthy habits, remember that change doesn't have to be drastic. Gradual steps can lead to significant improvements over time. Start by identifying one habit you'd like to change. Maybe it's cutting back on smoking, reducing alcohol intake, or choosing healthier food options. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress along the way. For instance, if you want to eat healthier, try incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your meals one at a time. If you're considering cutting back on drinking, designate specific days as alcohol-free. These gradual changes can help you adapt more easily and sustain your progress. Ultimately, letting go of unhealthy habits is an act of self-love. It's about honoring your body and recognizing that you deserve to feel your best. As you embrace healthier choices, you'll likely find your physical and emotional well-being improving dramatically. You'll gain more energy, feel happier, and enhance your quality of life, allowing you to enjoy all the wonderful moments that come your way. 6. Saying goodbye to toxic relationships. As we navigate the later years of our lives, we often come to realize the profound impact relationships have on our well-being. While some connections uplift us, others may drain our energy and diminish our happiness. Letting go of unhealthy relationships is crucial for our emotional health and overall happiness. Think back to a time when you found yourself in a relationship that left you feeling exhausted or undervalued. I remember a woman who had a longtime friend who always seemed to bring negativity into her life. Every conversation turned into a complaint session, leaving her feeling weighed down. Although they shared many good memories, the emotional toll began to outweigh the joy of their friendship. One day, she took a step back and reflected on what she truly needed from her relationships. She realized that friendship should be a source of support and positivity, not a burden. This insight gave her the courage to distance herself from the negativity. Although it was difficult at first, she soon discovered the freedom that came from prioritizing her emotional well-being. Letting go of unhealthy relationships doesn't mean you have to cut ties abruptly or be unkind. It's about setting boundaries and recognizing when a connection no longer serves you. Start by evaluating your relationships. Ask yourself, do these connections enrich my life? Do they bring joy, support, and understanding? If the answer is no, it may be time to reassess your involvement. It's also essential to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out those who share your values and encourage your personal growth. Building a network of positive relationships can enhance your emotional well-being and provide a strong support system during challenging times. When ending unhealthy relationships, communicate your feelings honestly and kindly. You can express your appreciation for the good times while acknowledging that the relationship is no longer beneficial. This approach allows for closure while maintaining respect for the history you share. Moreover, remember that letting go can be a liberating experience. Freeing yourself from negativity opens up space for new, healthier connections. Embrace the opportunity to meet new people and engage in activities that align with your interests and values. Join a local group or take a class. These experiences can lead to meaningful friendships. Ultimately, your happiness and emotional health should take precedence. Life is too precious to spend with those who drain your energy or bring negativity. By letting go of unhealthy relationships, you create room for growth, joy, and deeper connections with those who truly matter. 7. Letting go of regret. Regret can be a heavy burden, often holding us back from pursuing our dreams. Many look back on their lives wishing they had taken different paths. However, it's never too late to start something new. By learning from past mistakes, we can move forward and embrace the possibilities ahead. Consider the story of a man named Jack. For years, he worked in a stable job, but always dreamed of starting his own business. He had a passion for woodworking and created beautiful pieces as a hobby. Yet he never took the leap to turn that passion into a career, always thinking it was too late or too risky. As he entered his 60s, he found himself reflecting on his life choices, filled with regret for not pursuing his dreams sooner. One day, while chatting with a friend, Jack realized that regret wouldn't change his path. Instead, he decided to take action. He started small, creating pieces in his garage during his free time. When he shared his work on social media, he received positive feedback and encouragement. This support reignited his passion and gave him the confidence to take a more significant step. Before long, Jack launched a small online store to sell his handcrafted items. The joy he felt in creating and sharing his work was unparalleled. No longer burdened by regret, Jack discovered a renewed sense of purpose and fulfillment. He built a community around his passion, connecting with others who shared similar interests. This journey taught him that it's never too late to pursue what you love. Jack's story reminds us that we can all let go of regret. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, focus on what you can do now. Life is a journey filled with opportunities, and each day presents a chance for a fresh start. Embrace the present and look toward the future with an open heart. If you find yourself grappling with regret, reflect on what you truly desire. What are your passions? What have you always wanted to do? Don't let fear hold you back. Consider taking small steps toward your goals, perhaps enrolling in a class or starting a new hobby. Each step forward can lead to greater fulfillment. Remember, the past is behind you, but the future is full of potential. Letting go of regret opens the door to new adventures. It's never too late to write a new chapter in your life. Focus on the joy that comes from pursuing your passions, just like Jack did. 8. Releasing the fear of change. Aging brings many changes, and while it's natural to feel apprehensive about them, letting go of the fear of change can open up new possibilities and experiences. Embracing change allows us to grow and discover joys we never knew existed. Let me share the story of a man named Michael. As his retirement approached, Michael felt an overwhelming sense of fear. For decades he had dedicated himself to his job, and the thought of leaving it behind left him feeling lost and uncertain. He worried about losing his routine, his identity, and his social connections. Retirement loomed before him like a dark cloud, and he dreaded what lay ahead. However, everything changed when a close friend encouraged Michael to view this chapter as an opportunity. With a mix of fear and excitement, Michael decided to embrace the transition. He started by exploring his interests, recalling the hobbies he had set aside during his busy career. He signed up for a pottery class, something he had always wanted to try but never found the time for. To his surprise, he loved it. The process of molding clay brought him a sense of calm and fulfillment. Encouraged by this new passion, Michael sought out other activities. He began volunteering at a local animal shelter, discovering the joy of helping others. He joined a hiking group, exploring the beauty of nature and making new friends along the way. Each new experience filled him with excitement, transforming his fear into enthusiasm. Michael's story illustrates how releasing the fear of change can lead to incredible growth. Instead of seeing retirement as an end, he discovered it was a beginning, a chance to explore new hobbies, meet new people, and create lasting memories. By letting go of his fear, he opened himself up to a world of possibilities. If you find yourself facing changes in your life, take a moment to reflect. What are your fears? What possibilities might lie ahead? Rather than resisting change, consider embracing it for growth and new experiences. Each change can lead to unexpected joys and adventures. Start small by exploring new activities or reconnecting with interests you've set aside. Whether it's taking a class, joining a club, or simply trying something new, each step can help shift your perspective. Embracing change allows you to expand your horizons and discover more about yourself. 9. Quitting the pursuit of material wealth. As we age, many of us realize that material possessions don't bring lasting happiness. Instead of chasing after things, it's time to focus on meaningful experiences and what truly matters in life. Letting go of the pursuit of material wealth can lead to a more fulfilling and joyful existence. Consider the story of a couple, Jim and Mary. For years, they worked hard to accumulate a comfortable lifestyle. Their home was filled with furniture, gadgets, and decor, each piece a reflection of their dedication to success. However, as they entered their 60s, they began to feel a sense of emptiness. Despite their material wealth, they found themselves longing for something deeper, connection, joy, and memorable experiences. One day, while reflecting on their lives, Jim and Mary decided it was time for a change. They made the bold decision to downsize their home, trading their spacious house for a cozy apartment. The process of decluttering their possessions was liberating. As they packed up their belongings, they realized how much time and energy they had spent on things that ultimately didn't bring them happiness. With their new, simpler lifestyle, Jim and Mary shifted their focus from material accumulation to enjoying life's moments. They began to prioritize experiences over things. They started going on weekend adventures, exploring national parks, and trying new activities together. They even took cooking classes and learned to make dishes from around the world, creating new memories in the kitchen. By letting go of the need for material wealth, Jim and Mary discovered the joy of living simply and purposefully. Their days were filled with laughter, shared experiences, and deeper connections with each other and their loved ones. They realized that the memories they created together far outweighed the value of any material possession. Jim and Mary's story serves as a reminder that true happiness often lies not in what we own, but in the moments we share with those we love. If you find yourself caught up in the pursuit of material wealth, take a step back and reflect on what truly matters. Focus less on accumulating things and more on creating memories that will last a lifetime. Consider planning activities with family and friends, whether it's a picnic in the park, a game night, or a simple dinner together. These moments foster connection and bring joy that material possessions simply can't provide. In conclusion, as we navigate the journey of aging, it's essential to let go of what no longer serves us, whether it's unhealthy habits, regrets, or the pursuit of material wealth. Embracing change, prioritizing meaningful experiences, and nurturing relationships can lead to a happier, more fulfilling life. Each decision we make shapes our happiness and well-being, especially after 60. Remember, it's never too late to embark on new adventures and discover what brings you joy. Surround yourself with positive influences, explore new hobbies, and cherish the moments with loved ones. By focusing on personal growth and emotional well-being, we can cultivate a life rich in wisdom and happiness. Thank you for joining us today on this journey of self-improvement. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Path of Wisdom channel for more insights on life philosophy and personal growth. Together, let's illuminate the path to a joyful and meaningful life.